Oh, hey there. I'm Dale Brisby, and you're watching Top Welder here at TWS Tulsa Welding School. We've got 12 kids, 6 teams. I'm gonna walk you through the day. We're gonna watch these kids compete. For the 3 of you that don't know me, I don't know you either. I'm Dale Brisby. Welcome to the show. Howdy guys, I'm Dale Brisby, greatest bull rider ever to walk the earth. Thank you all for coming. We're about to start Top Welder at Tulsa Welding School. You know what's on the line, $32,000. I'm gonna let Alfred explain a few things about the contest.
Right, y'all got 70 minutes. We're gonna start off with the sitting stool. You got your material over there towards the corner. Everything has a rough cut, so y'all gotta make the final cuts.
Okay, you know what's on the line. Everybody, ready, set, go. 70 minutes. You guys worked together before?
Yes, sir.
Nice.
So do we just go grab the middle?
Man, just go to it. See, I know what the problem is, but I can't help it. It's a competition. I think that's somebody's plate already. Looks like Team 12 Valve has made the first cut. They are already underway. We got the Icy team up here. They're measuring out their plate. 2 of them are measuring the plate. Team 12 Valve, they're dividing and conquering. What they got to do right here, you got to cut a 2-foot piece of pipe, but before you measure it, you want a clean edge. So they got to cut one end, then measure it, then cut the other end. That way it's square, because right now each end of the pipe is jagged. Can't measure a jagged end. The first torch is lit. You already ready to weld?
No, I'm gonna run a couple beads real quick so I can get my settings straight so it's ready to weld.
You bet. I like where your head's at. I thought he was jumping the gun, but that sounds like a good strategy. That's a beautiful circle. So you want your radius half the circumference, 6 of the diameter. I'm a good fisherman, but I know nothing about angles. 32,000, it's a lot of guacamole. Try to cut fast, you guys. The slower you go, the hotter your plate's gonna get. You mess up with a cutting torch, there ain't no fixing it. I mean, you can grind a little bit, but it takes a true artist right here. Hopefully you didn't drink too much coffee this morning and get all jittery. You can't undo that. You mess up, you get jagged, you're nervous, you got some long-haired hippie talking over your shoulder. This is team to the max right here. We're gonna take this stool to the max. So have you guys worked together before?
No, first time.
So you don't really know who's the better with the cutting torch and whatnot. He looks like he's doing a pretty good job.
Yeah.
Right now, the 12 valve team, I believe, is the front runner because they're running everything smoothly, a good speed. So their cut is cleaner, number one, but it also doesn't get the plate as hot, so their plate's gonna stay more level. The Icy team, they got their plate really, really hot. It's gonna be wood. And then you got Team AJ, bless their hearts, they're just got the cutting torch running. They're a little behind. Let me help you out. So they got $32,000 on the line. That's a lot of money. Like for added money, bull riding wise, that's enough for me to crack out my bull rope. But what these guys don't know, I need a welder at Radiator Ranch. The winner might also get to come weld at Radiator Ranch. I got a front row seat. It's like a job interview for them. That's an added pressure right there. I would probably warmed up my old welding skills the day before I came to this deal. Maybe run a cutting torch through something. Just now getting the plate set up. Their pipe is cut, but that's a lot of cleaning up he's gonna have to do. Bring a broom, because it's a mess. This right here is to the max, the Supreme team, and then it'll buff. So hopefully that's just some humor and they don't need to buff anything out.
I'll go grind this down, see what it looks like,
and if it's not good enough, I'll bring it back and you can trim off just like a hair.
We've already burned through 20 minutes of contest time. It feels like 4 minutes. I'm not even competing and it's flying by. Can't have mistakes like that. It's gonna cost you. We're a little behind. Still getting the plates cut out. I think their pipe is cut though. Maybe, hopefully. The better you do with your cutting torch, the less you gotta grind. The less you gotta grind, the quicker you can get to your weld, the quicker you can get through it and make a good stool. But you also gotta be safe. Because how much would you enjoy the stool if it cost you a finger? You know what I'm saying? You gotta pull it, yeah. So these guys are clearly in the lead time-wise. You know, that doesn't necessarily mean you're winning because you might could mess up going so fast. Right now, my money's on 12 valves. They've run a cutting torch before, a grinder before. They even know that it's called a chipping hammer, not just a little hammer. We've got the It'll Buff team working here. He looks really confident with this angle grinder. He's handled one before, kind of like whenever I reach in my rigging bag for my bull rope. And you know what that's an indicator of? That I'm gonna go 90. And I think the It'll Buff team is gonna go 90.
Don't touch the hot metal.
Time-wise, it looked like the Icy team is almost caught up to 12 valves. They're all ahead of Team AJ. You can tell they've all got some experience. Not necessarily Dale Brisby experience, you know, keeping it 90. Like I do with everything in life, but pretty dang close. Supreme team, looking good so far. They're just a little bit behind the other teams, but I don't think, it doesn't look like it's bothering them. You guys worked together before?
Yes, sir.
They've got that going for them because to the max, them guys haven't worked together before. You're gonna have to remeasure. Let's go, Supreme team. Get it right. They're having to spend just a little more time with the grinder, which I think is a reflection of how you cut originally. So Team AJ is a little bit behind. I think he's pretty handy with the welder though, is what I'm observing. So I feel like once they get those plates over here, it's gonna speed up. I mean, it's gonna have to speed up because we're at 38 minutes, almost halfway. Right now it looks like the It'll Buff team is the first team of all three that's ready to weld. I don't know, that could be good, could be bad, you know? Like, I mean, are they cutting corners to go through and be fast, or are they just that good? We'll find out at the end. Are you guys nervous that the It'll Buff team is already about to weld? You're not nervous at all, are you?
Nope, just taking our time.
Max here is
look better.
cool under pressure. I don't think that's gonna work, Max.
Yeah.
Now he's got it, now he's got it.
Still figure out this welding machine stuff.
Okay.
You got time. And I don't mean like a big round, but like just kind of, you know.
We can always touch on that one if we've got leftover minutes. Strategy, I love it, strategy. So far, their plates look the best out of every team because they were the best with the cutting torch.
This one doesn't actually need to come off that much.
See, might have gotten ahead of themselves a little bit. Got to pull out that angle grinder and start over. Supreme team, have you ever made a stool before?
No, I haven't.
See, Buff It Out's made a stool before. Might be why they're a little bit ahead. Good, good, looking good. 35 minutes, guys. 35 minutes, halfway point. I feel like you got plenty of time.
Oh yeah, we got 30 minutes.
Yeah. Well, your circles look good, your plates look good. There's gonna come a time in there where you don't feel comfortable moving forward without fixing something. And that's where they're at. Like, how much time do you spend on getting this part straight? Because they still gotta weld it, they still gotta line everything up. It's gonna be very obvious at the end when time is called where they had to skimp. And maybe they won't have to, I don't know. 25 minutes.